ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet with NCAA Football 14, and this is the Highland Scotties Team Builder Dynasty, and this is Scotties Sports Talk, episode 46, as we're getting ready to wrap up the season here, and we still have one game left to play, and that game, of course, is either for a decent bowl game, or since we are the number one team in the nation, we could be playing for the national championship. So we'll take a look here real quick at some of the season stats, and we'll have another quick episode of the Scotties Sports Talk, episode 47, looking at the review of the awards that we possibly have won. Now, I will let you guys know, too, there are going to be some other videos up on the channel that will be popping up here throughout the next week or week and a half or so. And those games will be, of course, the conference championship games, and also some couple bowl games that I'm kind of interested in checking out. I think you guys probably be interested to see some of those, especially some of the Heisman Trophy candidates. We're gonna focus in on them, and of course, we are going to, have our bowl game, whoever we get a chance to play in it. But take a look at some of the numbers here. A really great season here from our guys. Unfortunately, we didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher. Davison coming close there at 769, 6 rushing touchdowns. Alexander, even though he did not play too much of the season, he had 470 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. Rush is, of course, I believe it's going to be his last year, and he had a couple of rushing touchdowns. Godfrey, our only 1,000-yard receiver this season, 12 touchdowns, 1,021 yards. This kid is going to be very impressive next season. I cannot wait. Same thing with Ramirez. This will be Ramirez's second year coming up next season. 928 with 53 catches and 7 touchdowns. If he would have played a little bit more this season, of course, got some more catches there for him in his way, he could have been an easy 1,000-yard receiver. Now Godfrey, I will say, did have quite a bit of drops there for his freshman year, 19 drops. And I'm hoping after the offseason here, going to his sophomore year, I'm hoping he'll be a dark horse for the Heisman. But not to mention, too, hopefully he can get in there with the juggler machine and do some, get some workouts, get some help there for his catching ability there. So I cannot wait to see what he's going to be like next season. Take a look at our offensive line there. And offensive line this year, well, Cottrell is the only one that really gave us a trouble there. He had 5, gave up 5 sacks in the game. For the most part, we kept Rush upright for the most part there. Yeah, Rush did have some issues. Mainly in his passing. He did throw quite a bit of interceptions this past season, and we're hoping that Newton, who I believe will be a junior next year, will probably get the start. If not, if he decides to go early, which I really doubt it. I want to say Newton is a junior, but I could be wrong. I have to look and see. But for the most part here, we got some quarterbacks ready for next season that we could go in there, easily go in there and really get things going for ourselves next year. So I'm really excited about season 5. Of course, I know it's been a while since we've had any stuff on here on the channel when it comes to the Highland Scotties. I have been working on some other secret projects for another, I guess, I don't want to really say too much. There's just been some other projects I've been kind of working on with NCAA 14, and there should be a video about that here probably sometime, if not this week, I'm for sure going to be next week, because I do want to get these series out that I've been working on kind of behind the scenes on. That's why there hasn't been so much stuff here on the channel when it comes to content. So I do apologize for that, because I have been working on some other content and getting ready for the fall season coming up. And of course, I've been under the weather here. If you can't tell from my voice, my voice has been a little hoarse, and had a nasty cough and stuff like that. So I'm fine. The pandemic bastard out there that's ruining people's lives. I don't have that. But I have been kind of underneath the weather, and I've been just trying to save my voice as much as I possibly can to do a couple videos here and there, especially for the other series. So that I have coming up here very, very soon. But we'll take a look here, and we do got some news there. You got a couple lockouts there that we've been trying to get some guys there to sign with us. Alex Blanchard, Alvin Smith, Eric Rusev. You see there he's recruited to. He's now committed to Nebraska, which it's been a big. I mean that's. I mean, yeah, Nebraska is Coach Teddy Bonds' alma mater, and it's kind of funny because I've been locked out, or I've been, we've the last 2 seasons now we've gotten guys taken away from us recruiting wise at the very last moment, signed with Nebraska. So I think that might be our rival. I kind of want to bring them back now to the Big 12 so I can just beat them up and have some good games between them. But no, I think for the most part we will keep them in the Big 12 or in the Big 10. Not to mention there is some upcoming news about that, and I'll get into that here in just a bit. But we'll take a look here at the conference championships games. And one of the things I did mention here earlier in the video was that we are going to be focusing on some of these games here. Actually, we're going to show all these games in the full entirety because there's some Heisman Trophy candidates there, possibly a Heisman Trophy winner. The young man from from North Carolina. He's a front runner for the Heisman Trophy. So we're going to kind of look at some of those games there. Here's the top 25 poll going in before these conference championship games, and there you see the ones that have dropped out and other ones that have received some votes. So yeah, you guys, there's a link down below here in the video. Not to mention if you want to see them early, they'll be posted early, but for the most part here, they should be coming out here probably about a day or two after this video is put up onto the channel, and you guys can check those videos out. I'm doing that for the conference championship games, so we'll see all the conference championship games, but also we'll do some of the bowl games here, and I've been kind of working on those behind the scenes because I want to put up some more extra content, especially for this series, because I've been kind of just lacking on this series here, and I really want to get started with season 5 as soon as possible because like I said, I have a lot of big plans for it. I got a lot of different story lines going for some players. Not to mention, you guys have been my buddy Steve, who is McShay Lovelady in this series, and also if you guys have been paying attention to my series here on the channel too, here on ESGNet, the Miles Marvel series. He's been on that series there, doing some behind the scenes or been doing some voiceover work here for the channel. He's been on here several times. He's pretty much practically part of the channel, so I try to get him involved as much as I possibly can. But yeah, for the most part here, I have some pretty good ideas. I'm thinking about doing some relegation when it comes to these conferences here. And like I said, I'll probably explain that more so in the next video when we do kind of the preview video for the either whatever bowl game or national. By the looks of it, it's going to be the national championship game. So we'll do the preview of that when we find out who that is, and we'll find out who that is some right after this before this video is over with. So there you see the top conferences there throughout the nation. I will, if you guys have a character that you guys put on here onto the channel, some of you guys have, if you guys want to know what that individual has done, let me know down below in the comment section, and I will let you guys know how they're doing this season. There's a couple of you guys in this series so far right now, but again, if you guys want to be a part of this series, you guys know what to do. There's a video already out telling you guys how to do that, but I'll also leave a description, or down below in the description I'll tell you guys how you guys can take part of that, or actually I'll leave a link to that video of how you guys can be a part of the series. But it's pretty simple and pretty easy going. It's a simple process. It really helps me out to just figure set up the characters or the players or whatever. And if you guys want your player to be super duper awesome, the only way you guys can do that, you don't have to, but if you want to be a part of the series, you want to be a well-known character in this series and kind of want to be one of those blue chip stars, you definitely have to join our Patreon, and there's a Patreon link here in the video that you guys can go to and check that out. But yeah, for the most part here, season 5 is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to add Highland to the Big 12 along with BYU. Highland will be a part of the Big 12 North, and BYU, of course, will be the part of the Big 12 South. So I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited about this, playing some of these schools here, because I have not played in the Big 12 conference probably since the days of, I want to say NCAA. Oh man, it had to be NCAA 05, 06, something like that. Last time I played in the Big 12 there, when I was playing as Nebraska, of all things, when I was the early days of Coach Teddy Bonds, when he's starting his career as a coach. But there you see some of the rest of the conferences there, and like I said, it's gonna be a lot of fun. There are gonna be some relegation to some teams, and that relegation may actually start after this season. And like I said in the preview video, we'll talk about that in the next episode of the Scotties Sports Talk. Maybe start of the maybe after this national championship game. I don't know. One of those two videos, either after the before the national championship game, which will be the preview video for that game, or afterwards. I'll talk more about the relegation of how it's going to be, and I think it's going to be fun. So there you see the games that will be. Those are all the games that we will. You guys will be able to see here on the channel. Like I said, there will be links down below, so you guys can check those out. They'll be up as a kind of a not necessarily private, but off the unlisted, so you guys can check those out. And then of course, eventually, sometime later in the week, I will have those out for everyone to be able to see. So definitely, if you're on Patreon, you'll see these instantly here within probably about a day after this video is put up. So that's how I'm going to do it, and then we'll have the rest of the videos come out later on, about another day or two after that. So there you see the Heisman Trophy candidates there. And I kind of wish we kind of played some of these guys because the QBs there, look, they got put up some really good numbers there. You got one halfback there, Javon Jones there, who had a decent season, the only halfback up there for the Heisman. And we'll see here in just a bit who is going to take home that beautiful trophy. Now, of course, we've got one guy that took our first year out of nowhere, and that was Wentz. Or not Wentz, Carson, or Kason there. But there you see the Heisman Trophy winner from North Carolina. He is going to take it. Chaz there is your Heisman Trophy winner this season. And so congratulations to him, the redshirt senior. There you see his numbers this season. And he had just a fabulous year. And like I said, you'll see him in the game there in the conference game there in the ACC conference championship game, and then also too you'll see him in a bowl game, which we'll show those bowl predictions coming up in the next video. So stay tuned for that. There you see some of the awards that we got ourselves there. I'm really happy. Actually, some of these I was really surprised that we won some of these, but for the most part here, it was really cool seeing. Let's get some awards. This was an off year for us when it comes to individual awards here, because we didn't play so well. There was a lot of games where we led a lot of teams to the end. And you take a look here. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is already an early look at a possible game next season when we join the Big 12. It's going to be Texas, number 2 Texas, taking on number 1 Highland Scotties, 12-0 versus the 11-0 Longhorns there. It should be a good one. I cannot wait. This is going to be a fun game, and we'll see how this all goes and shapes up here coming up in the that next episode. So stay tuned for more Highland Scotties football here on the channel. I promise you it won't be very long when we see this episode. First, we'll get through the conference championship games, and of course get through some of the bowl games I do want to kind of cover here, and then we'll of course show you guys the national championship game here on the channel. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of content, like I said, from this series coming up when it comes to the conference championship games and bowl games coming up to finish season 4. So stay tuned for that and much more here on the channel. But that's it for today's episode of the Highland Scotties Sports Talk. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification if you happen to be new. Just try to get 50 likes for the video here today. And also, don't forget to check us out on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Links are down below in the description. And check us out on Patreon if you want to become a member to support the channel. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and stay tuned for more Highland Scotties content here on the channel. As always, go Scotty Nation, and I'll see you guys next time.